Hello, kindergarten scientists. Today, I'm going to show you how to make frost. I have some materials in front of me here. So what I have is a glass jar, and it's already filled a little bit more than halfway with crushed ice. I have half a cup of cold water, some salt, and some food coloring, and a napkin to dry up any spills that may happen. So I already filled the jar with the crushed ice, not to the top, but like I said, a little more than halfway. So the next step that needs to happen is I'm going to drop 2 drops of dye into the half cup of cold water so that you can see the water in the jar and you'll know that water's there. The next step is that I'm going to pour some salt on the top of that ice. I just want a little bit of a layer there. I'm going to just turn it around so it spreads. So the salt's in there. I don't know if you can see that. That powdery white stuff is the salt. And now I'm going to pour the half cup of cold water into the jar. And what do I expect to happen? I expect that frost will form on the outside part of this jar. Now, why do I think that's going to happen? Good question, if that's what you were asking. So there's water vapor in the air. There's little droplets of water. And when the warm air touches a cold surface, it'll create frost. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm going to bring the jar closer so you can take a closer look. And I don't quite see the frost yet, but I already see little beads of water, or little droplets of water on the jar. So I'm going to give it a couple more minutes or a couple more seconds to form. All right, I do notice that the salt looks like a lot of it has dissolved. I don't see it on the top anymore, so it's probably mixing throughout the cup. The salt helps the temperature to drop, to get really cold so that frost will form. So that's why it's important to use salt when making frost in this exploration. Okay. Let's see, I'm going to take a look again. I just want to scratch the surface. All right, it's not ready yet. So this exploration does take some time. Sometimes what I do is I just mix it. So I'm going to do that. Some more of the salt. Ooh, it's really hard to mix. It is cold. All right. I guess I waited a little too long to mix it because it is frozen in there. So we're just going to wait. Actually, I'll put that on the napkin. So while we're waiting, where have you seen frost before? Think about it. Where have you seen little pieces of ice? I know sometimes when I go in my car at winter, I have to defrost the windows because it's all frosted over. It's really hard to see when there's frost on the windows. So I'm going to take a closer look. Rub, and it's not there yet. So we're going to just wait another couple more seconds. it's sticking to the napkin. I do feel a bit of frost forming. I don't know if you can see it, but there is frost on the jar now. I'm going to try to scratch some of it off with a spoon. Let's see if I can collect some on my spoon. It melts pretty quickly after scratching it off. But it's there. There is frost on this jar. I'll scratch it with my nail. Do you see the little pieces of ice crystals? Try that again. So that scratching sound is me scratching the frost off. I hope you enjoyed this exploration. Have a great day.